What's up everybody, Peacekeeper today for you guys. Welcome back to Th13. We'll be doing some more Legends League hits. We are currently negative 43, but I took all of my defenses. And I have 4 attacks to do, so we're probably going to be doing 1 attack in this video. We'll see how it goes. But to me, this Legend League day went pretty good, especially on planning of defenses. I'm still using the switches, and I'm really enjoying the switches. The Naughty Ice event is still need going. I need three more attacks actually to finish that off, and I ended up completing the Epic Winter Challenge. I just completed it, and the Royal Champion came at the same time as well. So I have her for these attacks. I did I'm going to show you this one really quickly. This base to me was perfect for it, even though it had the single targets, which is really hard for the super bitches. But we're just going to two-time it really quickly. A Warden walked over here because it seemed like a really good funnel to for the bitches. And I dropped the super archer over here just to help funnel. And the super archer is really, really good. I really like how the mechanics of the super archer. I just dropped the bowl over there just to put a little damage onto that. Then I dropped the super witches all in the middle of the base here. I froze the eagle just to take some shots off. I mistakenly froze the try freezing the single that was right there, and then it got taken up by the queen, so that was a little bit of a waste freeze, but it was totally fine. I dropped another rage onto the town hall, popped the warden's ability, poisoned the CC, and I dropped the royal champion. Although I mistakenly popped her ability as well, trying to use try to use Warden's ability, so I ended up popping the Royal Challenge ability before I fought the Warden's ability. But this one went really, really well. Everything went through the bears pretty cleanly. The only thing about these super witches is that you don't really have much cleanup. So I basically just had to use a hero, my queen, what's not to use to funnel. But some of them went all the way around. One super witch and a couple of the big boys went all around the base. I popped the queen's ability for a little bit of the cleanup. And you can see we got that triple on the singles base. So it seems like these switches are really base dependent, but most of the time I find singles, so it can work, especially if the base is really good for them, especially when I have a good funnel. But most of the time I normally find multi. So if that said, we are 51, 57. So let's see what we can end off on the day. Okay, so another single base. So these bases here are the ones that throw me off because I don't know what to do on them. What can I do? So probably gonna try a little small hallway, if you guys know what I'm trying to say. So I want to go down this hallway right here, so I will use the warden over here. The warden is probably gonna have to do a lot of funneling. I probably could use the king probably would have been a better option, but totally fine. We're gonna try something. I'm really just basically trying those super witches. I really do like them as well. So that's basically just practice, I want to say, especially with them. So if I do want to keep practicing, I want to hopefully be able to try them um, in war. That's one thing I want to work on. So I'm going to let the warden work through this storage. He'll probably go to the archer tower next if I'm banking on it. The super archers probably take out this. She probably won't. No, she won't. It's totally fine. So when when the warden does take out that, he's gonna go down, and I'll probably repull him again. So we drop the king to funnel. I'll let him do his thing. Why not? I'll let the warden do his thing. The king is probably gonna work here. I'll drop the queen to pull the warden. I normally use the queen to pull the warden. I think that's a good thing to do. Or you can use a super witch. I'll drop the bowlers now. The queen is going to walk, which is going to be sad. I'm going to freeze and freeze again. I'll pop the king's ability, and it seems like the warden is going off with the queen on a date. So she's going to walk. Going to be sad. I will rage and heal there. So the queen is on the outside. I will freeze that as well. The warden not being with the troops, I probably should have warden walked over here and then fell with the king on that side. So looking back at it, no, that would have been a better thing to do. So it seems that this one is definitely going to be a 1 star. So bad planning on my part. I should have gone with what I wanted to do instead of going with my gut, I probably, so not getting that funneled out, probably the king would have done better there. So definitely going to be a 1 star here. First 1 star actually. So going at the town hall sometimes is tough because they don't know what to do, especially on this space with switches, but just because of the open spaces. So I probably should have wanted to walk over here, the small compartment, and probably send everything through here. Like send the king on this bottom side with a couple ice wizards, funnel that out, and then send everything through the base. That could have been the better chance, but I suddenly just got stuck with what I'm doing. I stare at the base for too long and not knowing what to do. So that's probably another problem I do need to keep working on. But when I think with my gut, I just basically just do anything most of the time. But we'll keep working. I'm still basically practicing these switches, so it's just basically learning curve I need to keep working on. Probably should go with what makes more sense than with my gut, but it's totally fine. So 90%, 90% 1 star. That was terrible. If it was 2 stars, then better. But I need to keep working on that. So this army is gonna take a while to cook, 7 minutes to cook. So I will request here, and then I will be back with you guys in a bit. We're actually gonna do one more attack. Just hopefully we can redeem that 1 star. I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Okay, everyone, so we're back. The army's just finished cooking up. Didn't take too long because I had it boosted on the background, but it still takes an hour basically to cook this entire army. But it's totally fine. So, what we're going to be doing, we're going to do the last attack for the video. We're at 5171, and we want to basically make up with that 90% 1 star. It wasn't a bad percent, but it's been good to have a 2 star. With that said, let's get to the last one for the video. So let's see which one we do get to redeem ourselves. Okay, so this one doesn't look too bad. Has a ground ball here, single, so definitely know where it can't water walk. Has another single here. So what I will do, I will water walk right here. I know it looks risky just because it's single, but I believe the warden could do pretty decent funneling here. There are a lot of ground balls as well, so sometimes that works for me most of the time. Sometimes it works. But we'll see. I drop the king here. So it seems there's going to be a little bit of Teslas here roaming. Yep, Tesla farm. I'm glad that I actually dropped the king here, because having final at Tesla farm, the ice wizards can really slow it down. Next thing, next plan of action, super wizard to help just to distract most of the time, and then I'll drop the other 3. With the bowlers, I will drop in some super wizards. I will free the single. I know my record doesn't have far to go, but I just want to save the record just for a little bit because it's actually tanking a bit, so why not? So the tornado trap in middle base, partly warden's ability to basically counteract that. I will freeze that single just because it's shooting a healer, and I don't want the healer to die when we come off out of the ability. Eagle shots raining down. I still have 2 freezes, so let them take one more eagle shot but we have healers. This one switch ended up going off to the side, so it ended up dying to that single. I will pop the Royal Champion's ability because she was basically on nothing hit points. Royal Champion is still working nicely, but everything ended up bouncing out outside the base due to the little holes there you can see. That's what the base was basically made for. So probably could have had a jump spell. To me, I've been thinking of using the jump spell, but it's always been deciding not to use it because I believe I could find a really nice pattern of a base. But I think the jump spell could work really nicely. It's probably like take out 2 freezes, or maybe I believe I have like 4 freezes. I've been using the freezes to basically help save them in a way. So I believe if I do add in a jump spell, it could work. But sometimes there's those, because you don't know where you're gonna find. So probably jump spell is just basically like a safety net to help you out. So I believe I'm gonna keep working without the jump for a bit. I probably will introduce it in a couple more attacks if we do keep using super witches in the future. I'll probably try a jump spell, and I believe the jump spell could work really well with the army. So you can see the healer still staying up. If the healers stay up for a good portion of the raid, you will triple with super bridges. It's either you triple or you time fail. So this one is actually going to be super close. This one's probably going to time fail. Yeah, the queen ended up going on. So, because the queen was guarding this archer tower, she would have popped out, took those out. And you see, super bridges are actually super strong. Even though we didn't have much of a good push and everything went outside, we finished with a 97% 2-star. So this is basically redemption for this, but I like that one. 31 trophies, I'll take that. That 2-star any day. Even though it was a tiny fail, so we're +2 already. So we'll do these last two ones off camera for sure. And we'll be hopefully end off with a really big positive total for the day. 5202 as well. And we're currently, we're actually one in the league, even though there's no one there. But we're currently 7th right now in local PB. And we're actually 10th in the clan right now. We've been going up and down. Sorry. We're going up and down as well to for sure. But that is really it for the super witches. We ended up destroying some martyrs, and we're 100 points closer to get that book of heroes. So hopefully we decide which hero we do want to upgrade in probably the next video. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, especially if you're brand new. Definitely don't want to miss out any Clash of Clans content. I post twice a day as most days, hopefully, for any Town Hall 13 or Town 11 content. But I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm Peacekeeper, and I'm out.